Alright everybody, here we are at PowToons, and I'm just going to show you some of the basic features. Once you get logged in and everything, you'll be able to create a new one, and so I'm just going to hit create. And then I'm going to say, let's start with a blank project, and I'll just put a title in of Welcome to Moorhead, and say create. And then it's going to think for a minute, and finally come up with our interface screen. And it's a little slow on my internet, but it's working on it. So here it goes. You'll see in the middle, that's where your preview is of your current slide. Below that is a timeline. Each slide has a different timeline, and that's where the different objects will show up, and you can change how long they stay on the screen and how they come in and out. Here's your little preview of all your slides. Over here are your objects that you can add, and there's a ton of those. We also have the option of adding sound, and when we finish, of course you save all along your project space, but when we finish you can also export it to like YouTube and be able to share it. Alright, so here we are with our blank screen. Let's start with some text. I'm going to grab this little handwriting tool. I just click on it and it appears over here. You'll see that it puts it in for a default of from the 1 second marker to the 10-second marker. You can change that however you want. So I could say, oh, I only want it to be up on the screen for 9 seconds. Okay? And then you can actually, you know, like it says, double click and change your text. So I'm going to say welcome to Moorhead. And you can change the font if you wanted, all that kind of good stuff. You can reposition it, you can resize it. I'll just put it up here. So then we could get in some objects if we wanted, and you'll see how you have all these different categories. You have the stick figures, you have animated ones, shapes, all that. I'm going to do props and come down. I'm sure there's a school somewhere, but this little store will work. So I'll put that here. You'll notice that it decided to start that one, kind of staggers them at the 2-second mark. But again, I could change it if I wanted it on the screen the same time as the welcome. I'll just pull it back to 1 second. You'll also notice that the objects have like this little beginning square and ending square. That's how you want them to come on and off the screen. And I'll show you in here with the airplane. So let's see. This is little red thing is called the playhead, so I can move it around if I wanted it to, you know, see where a little preview there of what it's doing. But let's add a plane right quick. All right, and I'll put the plane over here. And instead of just popping on the screen, I want this one to like fly in. So I come down, I click the little square, and I tell it I want it to fly into the left. And we go, okay, that's good. And if I want to go back and change any of my objects, they have little icons down here. So I would just click on whichever object I wanted to mess with, and I could do that. And you see right now I'm working all on this slide 1. Well, if I want to just completely start a new slide, then I would come down to the next one. But for now, I'll just continue working on this one. So let's say we wanted to add some sound. We could do that as well by clicking the little sound button up here, and you can import a file. You can record directly while you're in here, which is nice if you've made all of your slides and then you want to go through and you know, say your script. I can't show you that. I tried just a minute ago and it froze my computer because I'm already using my mic for the sound recorder, so it confused it when I asked it to record inside already recording. But you can also import music if you just want to have music in the background, or you can even use some of theirs that they already have, you know, here for you. And so, goodness, I have no idea what these songs are, but then I want to pick something that has something bad in it here. So we'll stick with I don't know, Deck the Halls here on top. That can't be too bad. And I'll say great, add that. and apply, and then you see the little sound wave here that you also have. Alright, so for now, remember you always can save your work. And let's do a preview of it. It's thinking again. And you'll see here that besides posting it to like YouTube, you could also get the actual embed code, and you could put this on your own web page. So if you have a blog or a wiki or something, you can do that. All right, I think it's finally ready. So let's see what it does. Okay, that was thoroughly exciting, I know. But at least it showed you some of the basics. And you can go look at the one that I made actually for my last university, but I'm going to use it again because I kind of like it. So it's my hurricane intro to, for an emergency lesson plan. It's my little intro to that. All right, enjoy playing around with Powtoons. There's so much more than it can do than I just showed you in that little brief intro. Bye-bye.